Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just gonna be kind of like a sit down talk about what is going on in the world right now pertaining to like my life and being a mom and having a young child and kind of with the pandemic going on and with schools getting ready to open up and that sort of thing. So I just kind of thought that sometimes it's nice to just hear what other people, like how other people are doing, and hear what other people feel about the situation and their opinions and stuff. I feel like there's no right or wrong answer to the whole pandemic situation and going back to school and that sort of thing. So anyway, if you're new here, my name is Jess and I share about like my family and budgeting and just anything in my life on my channel. And if you want to stick around, you can hit the subscribe button. I will be doing a giveaway soon when we hit 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna have a giveaway, so I'm kind of like, I don't know what you guys want as a giveaway, so give me your suggestions in the comments box below, just so that it's not just something random. I want to know what type of giveaway you want to see or be a part of, so make sure you do that. And then check me out on Instagram. I will put the handle right up here. And let's go ahead and get into the video. So I guess the first thing that I want to talk about is how weird. Okay, I'm stopping it here because I want you to count how many times I say weird in this video and put it in the comments down below because it's a lot. The times are right now. And if you hear the baby, he's laying over there. He's supposed to be trying to take a nap, but he's just kind of talking. So we'll see if he falls asleep. Anyway, but the times are weird right now. Like, I never thought I'd be in a world where I went to Walmart and like everybody's wearing masks. And I understand that's what we need to do. Like, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just very weird to, see that. Like, but now it's like, like totally normal. And it's just so weird to like wrap my head around that concept. And then also when you go places or when you see people that you haven't seen in a while, you have that feeling of like, do they want me to hug them because I haven't seen them in a long time? Or should I just stay back here and wave? Like, because I don't know. It's such a weird time. So I've been just feeling just like, this is seriously the craziest thing. And then on top of that, having a baby during this time, and I know tons of people that have had babies during this time as well, it's very weird because like everybody wants to meet your baby, or you want to, get out of the house with your baby sometimes. At least I do. Like, for some reason, I just love to take the baby and go to the store or something just to get out of the house. And it's just, you can't do it. And a lot of people want to hold your baby and you don't want to be like, no, like there's a sickness, like you don't want to be that person. Like, I don't want to be that person to be like, nope, can't hold my baby. But like sometimes I'm like, well, I haven't been around you very much and I don't know who you've been around, and so like it's just like uncomfortable. I want people to be able to hold him and to be able to interact with him and stuff, but it's like, where do you draw the line? I don't know, it's really weird. I try personally not to be like too crazy about it, but again, it's like, you never know. It's like better safe than sorry. I am glad, I guess, like in the beginning of all of this, the parks were closed and everything, and we were at home teaching from home, and the kids were just like cooped up all the time, and we played outside a lot, but Mara wanted to go to the park, or she wanted to go do something, or wanted to go hang out with her cousins, and it was just like, no, we can't. And now we've done those things. Now the parks are open and we're not on like the stay-at-home order. But I almost feel like that's coming back, and I'm nervous about it because, she just got to start going back to the park. And now it's like, I don't know. I know it's not a big deal, but I feel like to them, it's nice to be able to go somewhere else besides your house to play and like to have fun. And to socialize when they're there because there's other children. And with the social distancing, it's like, oh, a little kid runs up and I don't want to be like, nope, can't play, I don't want to be that person. But like, you kind of have that thought of like, oh, is their parent going to be mad that my kid is playing with their kid? Or I don't know. It's weird. now it's, the middle of July and schools are supposed to open on like the 13th or 14th of August. And we just got news that our governor is delaying schools opening until at least after Labor Day. And our schools will like put out guidelines and stuff soon, apparently, about it. But, I'm not comfortable going back to school, in all honesty. I'm not yet, not with all the, all the other mandates that are, or the recommendations that we have. It doesn't make sense to send everybody back to school. I don't think. I do think that it is really hard for people who are working and not working from home to have to figure out what's their kid going to do for the extra 3 weeks that they're not going to school. And then once we do start school, what's going to happen? Like, are we going to be virtual again, or how is it going to look? Because we don't even know that yet. And so it's just such a confusing time. Mara was supposed to go to preschool this year, and now I'm like, I don't know if we're actually going to start real school and not like just virtual school, which virtual school would be real school too, I guess. But, it's just like such a confusing time, I think, for when you had to make decisions about where your kid's going to go, or are they going to go to this school, or are they going to, I've seen a lot of people talk about doing the like online schools that have, they've always been around, like the homeschool online deal. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. And sports aren't starting yet. And I just wonder, like, if we go back, if a teacher gets sick, like, what happens? Because a substitute's not going to want to come in and take over for the teacher. And, well, at least I wouldn't think. And then, like, do all the kids have to quarantine? We're going to be wearing masks and stuff. It's just going to look so different. And I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. And I feel like a lot of other people don't know how to feel about it. And I wish I had answers that were just like, yep, this is what we should do, but I don't. And I feel like that's kind of how everybody feels. Like, what do we do in this? We need to go back to school. Kids need to go back to school. Parents need to be able to go back to work. But in the end, it has to be about everybody's safety. And for us, I think our governor's doing whatever she thinks is best for everybody's safety. Now, it may not be the most convenient. It may not be the best I know a lot of children are struggling, and I teach high schoolers, and I think at all levels, the kids are struggling to not have as much social time. And then some kids are just out there doing whatever the heck they want to do, They're not following any social distancing guidelines, or they don't have a care in the world about what's going on. And, that I don't necessarily think that's their fault. I mean, they just may not understand what's going on. I don't know. It's such a weird time to live in. And I, want things to go back to normal as quickly as they can. But I think to be able to get there, it's going to have to, there's going to have to be a month or two of like really uncomfortable situation, I guess, like staying at home. When you go out, you wear the mask and you do whatever you need to do to, social distance, but also keep your sanity. And, you still have to socialize in some way. And I don't know. It is just like uncharted territory. Is that way? I don't know what I'm thinking, but it's different. It's for sure different. I'll be excited when we can go back to school safely, but I don't want to go back to school if it's not safe. I'm all for, I teach strength and conditioning and physical dimensions of health, and then there's mentor leadership, but it's like, that's going to be a tough situation because we teach kids to teach other kids and they mentor them. And if we're virtual, that's going to be a hard situation, but like with strength and conditioning and with physical dimensions of health, health is, we can teach that online, we can teach that virtually, but when it comes to the physical aspect, it's really hard to be sure, or, to know that the kids are actually doing what you're asking them to do, with workouts. And last spring, You know, I just kind of had to go by their honor, and I had to try to trust that they were doing what they said they were doing when it came to, you know, at-home workouts. And I couldn't give them weighted workouts because I didn't know what they had at home, and it'll really be tough to teach those classes online again. And then when it comes to the honors classes that a lot of kids take, I know a few students that said that it was really, really, really tough to get through their honors classes because they really, you know, their teachers were trying their best to teach them as well as they could virtually. Okay, I just had to pop in here and say while I'm editing this that any class is hard to teach virtually. What the classes I'm talking about in the video are just like what's coming to my mind, but I know it's a struggle for any class and any teacher to be able to teach online, so I want to make that clear. But there's a disconnect when you can't be there and you can't like ask questions just like right off the bat and that sort of thing. So I don't know, it's gonna suck if we go to virtual school, but if that's what needs to happen, that's what needs to happen. You know, other thing, we might do like a hybrid thing where some kids come in some days and some kids don't, or I don't know what it's gonna look like, but no matter what, it's going to be tough. And even if we go back to school regularly, it's going to be tough because there's going to be a lot more guidelines that you have to follow, and the kids aren't going to be able to hold hands walking down the hallway, or, you know, just sit and talk with their friends and chat around in a circle because they would not be social distancing. And I think no matter what, it's going to be hard. And yeah, I don't even know what else to say about it. It's crazy. I hope that you all are at least doing okay and you're figuring out plans for your families during, you know, I don't know if your schools are going back or not, but I hope that everything, you know, I hope that in the next month or even 2 months that we start to see a downward trend with the situation, and that I don't think things will ever go back to like normal, but I think that they'll go back to like somewhat normal, and I think that's what we all want. So, you know, wear your mask, do your social distancing, and if you feel sick, clearly don't go out and about, or if you have symptoms, like don't go out and about. And crazy times we live in. Like I said, I hope you and your family are doing well, and I hope that everything gets figured out soon and that we can go back to our normal lives. I know this video was not like anything special. I just, you know, I've been feeling these feelings, and it's weird to like just go on with regular uploads and not talk about it. If you have suggestions for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway that hopefully will be pretty soon, put them in the comments box. If you're not subscribed, to help me get to the 1,000 subscribers, you can subscribe down below, and then, like I said, follow me on Instagram, and it's always tagged down below as well. And I think that's gonna be it. Don't forget, I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I'll see you in the next one.